Imagine a football legend, pushing 41 years old, dusting off his cleats to step back into the NFL spotlight. Now that's a story that grabs your attention and makes you wonder about the enduring spirit of the game. But here's where it gets controversial. Is age truly just a number? Or are teams risking player health and team performance by turning to veterans like Marcedes Lewis? Stick around as we dive into this remarkable Broncos move that could rewrite the record books. Just a few days after inking a deal with the Denver Broncos practice squad, tight end Marcedes Lewis is all set to lace up for the big game this Sunday against the Texans. To help you understand, the practice squad is like a team's reserve bench of talented players who aren't on the active roster yet. They're there for depth and potential call-ups when injuries strike. In this case, Lewis has officially been promoted from that squad to the active roster, meaning he's cleared to play in the matchup. At 41, Lewis is poised to become the oldest player in Broncos franchise history, the oldest tight end ever in NFL annals, and he's currently the second oldest active player in the league, trailing only the incomparable Aaron Rodgers. This milestone isn't just a stat. It highlights how experience can sometimes trump youth in a sport that's notoriously tough on the body. For beginners following the NFL, think of tight ends as versatile hybrid players who block like linemen and catch passes like receivers. They're crucial for both run and pass plays, and depth at this position can make or break a team's strategy. Lewis brings a wealth of history to the field. Drafted in the first round back in 2006 by the Jacksonville Jaguars, he spent 12 seasons building his career in Florida, followed by 5 years in Green Bay, and his last 2 with the Chicago Bears. Last season in Chicago, he suited up for every single one of the 17 games, but he didn't see much action on the field, limited to just 1 reception for a modest 2 yards. Now, with the Broncos facing a tight end crunch, Lewis steps in as a timely savior, and this is the part most people miss. Denver's roster is thinned out at the tight end position due to injuries. Nate Adkins went down with an injury earlier this week, and Lucas Krull is already sidelined with a foot issue, leaving the team scrambling for options. The Broncos made an effort to scoop up other tight ends, Brendan Bates and Ben Sims, through waiver claims, a process where teams can claim players released by others, with priority going to teams with worse records. Unfortunately, both Bates and Sims were snapped up by squads with even poorer standings, bumping the Broncos down the list. But hey, what a silver lining. Instead, they now have the NFL's most seasoned tight end ready to contribute on Sunday. Boldly put. Some fans might argue this is a brilliant nod to wisdom over speed, potentially bringing leadership and reliability to a young Broncos squad. Others could see it as a controversial gamble. Does relying on a 41-year-old risk burnout, higher injury chances, or simply not keeping up with the league's faster pace? Is the Broncos' desperation for TE help a sign of deeper roster issues or a smart, resourceful play? What do you think? Should teams like Denver bet big on aging stars or focus solely on fresh talent? Share your thoughts in the comments. We're eager to hear if you agree with this move or if it raises red flags for you.